Microsoft has created an AI model that can generate realistic animated talking heads from a single portrait photo and audio file.
Artificial general intelligence, a type of AI that Elon Musk believes will advance so quickly it will surpass human intelligence by the end of next year.
This is the Humane AI Pen. It's a standalone device and software platform built from the ground up for AI.
Back now with our NBC News investigation. A major vote in California this week could allow more driverless cars on the road in San Francisco. But we have new details tonight on the dangers they may pose.
This is the Rabbit R1. Designed in collaboration with Teenage Engineering, the R1 is a fully standalone device, primarily driven by natural language.
As cameras captured in real time the arraignment of Donald Trump, deep fake photos like these swirled around social media, seemingly showing the former president struggling with authorities, at times appearing to run away from them, and even posing for a mugshot. They may look real, but none of them are.
Google has placed an engineer on paid administrative leave for breaking confidentiality rules in an attempt to prove to the world that the company's Lambda AI system is actually sentient.
I want to start off by saying that I am not an AI expert or anything. I'm just a tech enthusiast that's been seeing a lot to do with AI over the past year and a half, ever since ChatGPT by OpenAI was publicly released in November 2022. One of my favorite artificial intelligence features to come out on Android phones in the last several years or so is something called call screening. It is where if a known or unknown caller is calling you, there is a button that shows on the screen to answer the call without actually answering. Have a look at this short demo from the Google Help YouTube channel.
Depending on your protection level, you may see the option Screen Call. Then, you'll see a transcript of the conversation between Google Assistant and the caller. To pick up the call, at the bottom, tap the green phone icon. To hang up on the caller, tap the red phone icon.
Do you like your Netflix account recommendations? Do you like spell check on your phone and how you can type on your phone without even looking at it? Do you like the recommendations that you get on your Spotify or your Apple Music, or if you're like me, your YouTube Music account? Do you like how your car can park itself or even pull itself out of a tricky parking situation? Do you like being able to say this, or this to turn off the lights, turn on the air conditioning, vacuum the floors, what's the weather today? Do you hate how YouTube can't show you any good videos and you're constantly refreshing the page to get something good? Do you like the ads that you get on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram for stuff for you to buy? All of those are forms of artificial intelligence. This is my opinion on AI and how it may affect our future. Machine learning, algorithm, and neural engine. These are nicer sounding and less scary terms for artificial intelligence that companies and governments have been using for years. One of the earliest forms of AI that the public could use was Microsoft's Clippy, an animated paperclip to help you in the Office suite of apps, mainly to help you with spelling and grammar. Now, I'm sure over the past couple of years, we've all been hearing a lot about AI, and I'm sure like many others, whether tech or non-tech enthusiasts, it is starting to get overwhelming or annoying or even scary. Now, I'm a huge fan and really want to go one day to the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES, that happens in Las Vegas every year. CES is a trade show where brands, big or small, can show off future products or services that they're working on. Now, CES 2024 had a lot to do with AI. I remember watching videos where companies were putting AI in grillers or toasters, lawnmowers, beds, water bottles, just about any product that you can think of. Some company at CES 2024 put AI into it. I was thinking that we are on this AI hype train right now, and many companies are trying to profit off it as much as possible just by shoving it down our throats. Even throwing AI on the outside of a box, even if there's no actual AI integrated. Now, many people are getting worried or scared by another form of AI, which is generative AI. This is where AI can generate photos, videos, or sounds just with a prompt by a user. About a year ago, Adobe put generative AI in Photoshop and the whole internet was freaking out, and so was I. Because ever since then, I think we can all agree that we've all been on edge as we don't know if what we are seeing or hearing is actually real. Now, this form of AI has been out for some time now, and it was known as a different name before. It was known as a deep fake. Most of the videos out there were of celebrities. I remember seeing a deepfake AI video that got like 11 million views, and it was of Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland as Doc Brown and Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and I thought that was cool. Remember how fun and cool using Snapchat's face swap was? Now just imagine how scary or dangerous it would be if someone did a deepfake of a prime minister or a president. Oh wait, they did with the frickin' president of the United States. That is a form of AI generated content. Recently, the Screen Actors Guild of America, or SAG, as part of the agreement with the studios after the SAG-AFTRA strikes, is how to deal with and how to combat the use of AI and how it can or can't use an actor's likeness with generative AI. Same when it comes to writing scripts for TV and movies. Now, AI isn't totally a bad thing. We use it for security every day. I'm sure you've checked one of those checkboxes that says, "I'm not a robot." Or when logging into something as well, you have to select the fire hydrant and a little bit is in the next square and you select it and it doesn't log you in. Even though it didn't work for you, you were teaching the software that, hey, that was still the fire hydrant. That software is called reCAPTCHA, and it was initially released in May of 2007 by Google. When you're on the phone and the robot voice is saying press 1 for this, press 2 for this, press 3 for this, or when you're on the phone and the robot voice can't understand you and you start to enunciate your words more clearly, that is you teaching a basic form of AI. I'm not sure about other countries, but here in Australia, when calling some government departments, we are asked by the pre-recorded voice to say this phrase. Now, I'm not going to say it, but this is known as a voice print. That is a form of AI matching your voice to what is on file in the federal government's database. Another thing I like using AI for is for cover letters. Before I left my old job, I was applying for jobs and they would always ask for a cover letter when applying. I never understood the reasoning for cover letters. So what I did was copy and paste the job description and copy and paste my resume into ChatGPT or Google's Bard, which is now Gemini, to write me a 2-page cover letter for that job, and it would. Now, I would read it over before submitting and may make a small change here or there, but more or less it did the job. I remember doing that for one job and it didn't work. So I tried again and it didn't work. I then read what the AI chat response was. I'm paraphrasing very loosely here, but ChatGPT didn't create a cover letter because it didn't think I was right for that job. So I didn't apply. Now, I don't think primary, elementary, middle, high school, university or college students should be using AI to be writing full reports or full projects or a full thesis. That is blatant cheating right there. And I know schools and colleges have AI detectors to pick up on AI generated content. I remember when I was in high school and we had to submit our projects through a website called Turnitin. The thing is, as much as my high school used and trusted that website to pick up if we were copying and pasting from other websites or other sources, me along with many other students found ways around it. And I know it is the same now. Schools and colleges are using AI to detect AI, but students will always find ways around it. Schools and places of education should be teaching students how to use AI as a tool and to not fully rely on it. Otherwise, that's what I think will be the downfall of society. Now, I'm also scared for how AI will affect jobs. Big companies are always looking to save on the cost of doing business. Now, when MKBHD did a factory tour with Elon Musk several years ago, Elon said that the robots are good for the big things but can't grab a wire if it's swaying about. That is something humans are good at. In late 2020, I remember General Motors trialing an exoskeleton to help workers, and the workers praised the tech at the time. Now, what I believe those exoskeletons were actually doing was recording the human body and its movements. Then guess what? GM cut more jobs because it had robots that could work on those fine and precise movements. How will governments use AI in potential warfare? I truly believe governments all over the world, once they have integrated and used the technology and don't think it will help them out anymore, then they allow big businesses to use it and to market and to profit from. Look at how AI has been blowing up in the past couple of years. Governments are done with it. It's now for consumers to use. How will it affect us socially as we start to go deeper into the metaverse, and if we are hanging and talking out with other people, or if it's just AI generated content? Now, I'm not here to talk about politics, and I'm not taking sides of any government or any country, but how will AI affect us politically, and how will the news outlets use this to incite influence? If what we are seeing is the truth, or if it is just propaganda created by our governments or political parties or news outlets to try and incite influence over other governments, other political parties, other countries, or other news outlets. Now, do I think that AI is the end all and be all? No. We have to learn to live with it. I also think that AI can help us out a lot in the future. If someone has a disability and cannot move much, you can ask AI to vacuum and mop the floor. Or with assisted vehicle controls like self-parking or lane assist. Or how if a car is coming towards you about to crash, and the best way to mitigate and the impact and injury. Or to screen callers so you are a lot less likely to get scammed. Everything I said at the beginning of this video. We need to learn how to use AI as a tool to assist us in our everyday lives, and governments and businesses need to regulate it like so as soon as possible before it's too late. I think once Apple comes out with their next version of AI, which is not Siri, rumored which is to come out later this year with the new iPhone and iOS 18, as they have been buying up a whole bunch of AI companies, that is where we will really see AI take off and the regulation begin. Me personally, I'm interested, scared, happy, excited, and nervous to see what happens on this AI hype train over the next few years. I need to say this again, that I'm not an AI expert or anything. These are just my thoughts and opinions. I'm just a tech enthusiast that has been seeing a lot to do with AI over the past year and a half, ever since ChatGPT was released publicly in November of 2022 by OpenAI. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on AI are and the future. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and also don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video. I'll leave links in the description so you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Stay safe, stay well, and stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video.